So years ago, when I was really young in ministry, one of the big catchphrases about teaching students was, we want our students to be teachable. And so I started doing all of this, prep work. We're going to do a whole series about being teachable and was working towards that. And I'm studying, I'm reading and everything. And I was getting really frustrated because everything I came across about being teachable really had very little with wanting to learn something and more about correction. And for me, I love learning new things. I love, for a while, I was really bad on going on Wikipedia and hitting random article and just reading about random stuff because it was really interesting to me to just know things. And it's fun to know things, right? Well, my struggle was there were a lot of things I thought I knew. And when somebody would come along and try to tell me, hey, here's a better way or here's a different way that you could do that, it got really frustrating because I like knowing things, but I don't like being corrected. And I think that describes a lot of us. And it's not a problem that's new. If you go back to Proverbs chapter 12, verse 1, Solomon says this about it. He says, whoever loves discipline loves knowledge. Now, discipline doesn't always necessarily take the form of, a smack on the behind. Sometimes it takes the form of, hey, you messed up here, and here's a way that you can do better. Or the loving person who reaches around and says, hey, puts their arm around you and says, hey, I'm walking this with you, but there's some things about how you're approaching this that we need to do differently. But then the rest of it is really pointed. But whoever hates correction is stupid. There's very few times that the Bible comes out and says harsh things like that. And it doesn't leave any room for ambiguity. It's just very clear. If you want to learn, if you want to know, you want to grow as a person, you've got to seek discipline and correction. It's got to be something that you're going to have to learn to love. And that's a hard thing to do. But the alternative is, well, the Bible says you're stupid. So, not my word. Okay, well, it says whoever hates correction is stupid. Not a good place to be. So, let's learn to love correction and discipline so we can grow and be more like the person that God desires for us to be.